My name's Chef Diane Stopford. Our next dish that we're going to prepare in our Valentine's brunch menu is a lovely bacon, leek, and cheddar cheese quiche. The reason I chose this dish is it's quick, it's simple, it's got a rich, delicious flavor, and I always like to have some kind of egg dish in a brunch. You can prepare this ahead of time, you can prepare it on the day, so it gives you a lot of flexibility as well. You can use this recipe to make one large quiche if you're hosting for a number of friends, or for Valentine's Day if it's just you and your sweetheart. Well, I like to make these individual sized quiches. So the first thing I'm going to do is to make the egg and cream mix that's going to be the body of our quiche. Just break an egg into my bowl. Add my cream and whole milk mix. So just whisk it together, same as for our French toast recipe. Add a little bit of grated nutmeg. Fresh grated nutmeg, I think, has such a wonderful flavor, especially in these egg dishes. Just a little pinch of salt, wind of the cracked pepper together, and then just set aside. So, the base to quiches, we've got our pastry case here. As I said, I have used these little small tartlet tins, and they have a removable bottom, which makes it great for your presentation at the end, and just it's a lot easier than using a big pie dish as well. And I've just filled it, lined it with our pastry. You can use store-bought pie dough if you want, or you can make it yourself. It's up to you. So what I did was I took this raw dough and I placed it in the oven with a little bit of parchment paper like this and some beans. This is called baking blind, and what it does is it allows you to get a nice crisp shell on your quiche before you're cooking it. The beans will stop it from puffing up and from your little tartlet case shrinking around the edges. So just put that in the oven for about 15 minutes at 400 degrees and you're getting a lovely, nice, crisp tart shell. So when you take it out of the oven, this is what you're going to end up with. A lovely, crisp, golden pastry shell, which is perfect for filling with your quiche mix. So you can put all sorts of ingredients into a quiche. You can use mushrooms, you can use asparagus, you can use all different types of cheeses. It's really whatever you like, whatever you prefer, so have fun playing with it. Today I'm going to use some leeks because they're in season, and what I've done is just saute the leeks like this off in a little bit of butter. I'm just going to lay those on the bottom of our tartlet pan. And as I said, you could prepare all of these the night before or the day before and have all the ingredients ready to go on your Valentine's morning, so you're not spending too much time in the kitchen. Next we have some bacon. You can't really go wrong with bacon, so I like to add it, especially in the morning. I think people like to have their bacon and eggs in one form or another. So some mature or sharp cheddar cheese, mature as we call it where I come from. And this is actually Irish cheese. And we're just going to pour on a little bit of our egg mixture, just so it comes up around the top. You don't need to fill it too high, just enough. So what's going to happen is our eggs are going to set in the same way as if you were making an omelette or a frittata, and our cheese is going to melt in there, and we're going to get a lovely, creamy, rich, and delicious quiche. I've just put our tartlet dish onto a cookie sheet like this, and it's going to help us get a nice even heat while we're in the oven. Just put it into the oven at about 350 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes, just until the custard is set. So our quiches have just come out of the oven. They're just nicely set, and they've got that lovely golden color. You can see there where the cheese is browned. They're really going to taste great. So to unmold these, I just place it on top of a glass like that, and you can see that the tartlet tin falls down. And I'm just going to garnish it with some nice fresh spring leaves here. I've just dressed these in a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Season them with just a little bit of sea salt and some more cracked pepper. And for a little bit of color and texture, I'm just going to garnish, and flavor of course, I'm just going to garnish them with some slices of lovely crunchy radishes. And I think it adds a great little Valentine's Day touch and color. So here we have it. It's our leek bacon and cheddar quiche with a few nice fresh spring leaves and a little bit of radish. So go make that for your sweetheart. You can enjoy it together, and then you can run around Torrey Pines, Balboa Park, or wherever it is that you need to go to work off those extra calories.